So I think it's safe to say with these last couple of weeks of main roster television, NXT and stuff under the WWE brand, and then kind of the rise of the prominence of Stardom and AEW's women's division as well, we can safely say that women's wrestling is kind of the main draw, I think, coming into the rest of 2025 and 2026, just based off many of their reactions alone of like Rhea and Io. I think when we open the show, you kind of get that pop of not only just that male demographic, but you get that whole demographic pop, when you hear it, you hear how higher pitch that pop is when Rhea or Io comes out, right, comparatively to like your top main stars, right, like a Roman or so it does feel like there's been a shift kind of right now in the totem pole in terms of the stories that are kind of running the division as well, especially on Raw and SmackDown. This past SmackDown, you had that banger triple threat between Jade, Nia, and Tiffany, which Tiffany came out on top on. We had like a couple of things from that with the Nia botch kind of and the whole Jade thing, which I think actually just made everything kind of more compelling. I think it gives Jade and Nia something to kind of chew on while Tiffany's kind of battling Stephanie, and SmackDown can kind of have Nia and Jade kind of go back and forth between each other, because now we kind of have a built-in feud that can happen with the injury, and Nia is always kind of really good at taking that real life heat that she might be getting online and spinning it into her character, which I think is kind of why Nia Jax is one of the best like heels right now we have. It's just another thing as well is that I think the women have a lot of pure heels that are going to get booed. You have people like Seth Rollins and stuff like that are part of the men's that don't really necessarily get booed all that much. Even his Vision faction, like if they do cool stuff, they eventually get cheered. Braun gets the barks. I feel like there's actually a lot of legit heels now in the WWE women's division. I know Naomi just left and she was kind of like favorable, but Asuka and Kairi are getting straight boos. People do love Asuka and Kairi, but the heel work they're doing right now is overshadowing that, and I think people are really digging that and digging the whole kind of Io, Rhea, Asuka love triangle that's kind of happening right now. And I think it also gives us that OG Asuka presence that she did have, where she didn't take crap from anybody. I mean, like the match between Rhea and Asuka, the last Raw before this one was excellent, and it was a great main event spot that culminated in that Asuka betrayal of Io, which was done extremely well, and their timing was great.